She was a knockout. She was a stunner.
She stood out, you know, tan, beautiful.
A Playboy model wannabe who loved to party, maybe a little too much.
I'm freaking out. It's not like her for her to be gone this long. The medical examiner gets back on the phone and says, "We're sending a detective." Heart just sinks. He pulled out a photocopy of her earring, and I knew it was her.
And police thought they knew who killed her.
They were having an argument. He grabbed her arm. That's when I called security.
They just said, "I hope we don't find out you did it."
We were sitting there waiting and watching, and then when we saw it, we go, wow, it was her.
But who was that stranger walking with her?
The person in the sketch is seen walking towards Paula, and then they turn and they walk off together.
New Year's 2010 was arriving on a shivery night by Miami standards. But temps in the low 60s weren't enough to chill the South Beach scenesters. And there in the throng, diving into the sizzle, was a couple from Michigan, Paula Sladewski and Kevin Klim, down from Detroit for an impulse long holiday weekend.
Kevin, how did the idea of let's go down to South Beach for New Year's come together?
Paula. That was my baby. She didn't skip on herself, and she liked to live the good life, you know, and going down to South Beach was like, that was it.
A down and back, hit the clubs, do some shots, hello 2010.
It was great, like we had it all figured out. We're gonna go down to South Beach, celebrate the New Year's, come back on Monday.
But come Monday, the live-in boyfriend-girlfriend pair were not on a plane to Detroit. Rather, Kevin Klim was a very worried guy, meandering down palm tree-lined boulevards in a city he didn't know, looking for his girlfriend, Paula. She was missing. Paula, the aspiring leggy model with blonde hair down to there, had absolutely vanished. Looking back, maybe if Lady Gaga hadn't been booked at the Fontainebleau Hotel for New Year's Eve, Paula wouldn't have insisted on that last-minute trip to Miami and later gotten separated. But Paula really wanted to see Gaga's midnight show. And once down in Miami, Kevin scored scalpers tickets for $700 each. Pricey, but whatever baby wants.
This is the hottest ticket in town, all the celebrities. Oh, she heard the celebrities were gonna be there, and she didn't want anything to do with anything else. She had to go to Lady Gaga.
Their attendance at the show was even documented by the guy behind them who took iPhone vids of them dancing. Men tended to do that when they saw Paula all clubbed out. 2010, at that moment, and for not much longer, was starting off for Paula Sladewski right in the sweet spot she loved so well.
She liked celebrities and the velvet rope and all that
Absolutely.
stuff, and the VIP tables.
Absolutely, that was her style. She was a beautiful girl. I mean, you take one look at her, she didn't take a bad picture.
And she had a lot of them. Pictures, headshots, glamour stuff. At 26 years old, she'd come to know cameras very well. She was a model represented by a national agency. And she'd made the usual rounds. Local commercials, pretty girl at the Detroit car show kind of stints. Nothing really big until Hef said, maybe.
Looking for a golden girl.
Paula tried out for a national Playboy Playmate search. Think an American Idol-style cattle call with skimpier clothing. Paula made it onto the 2003 video, Playboy's 50th anniversary Ultimate Playmate search. She never got to be Miss November. She didn't make the cut. Still, her sister, Kelly Ferris, remembers Paula being happy she tried it.
There was like 500 women and only 50 got to make it on this anniversary type video. So she was proud of that.
But it just never quite broke for her, did it?
No.
But she talked to Kevin about revving up her modeling dreams or fantasies one last time as soon as this Miami trip was over. Saturday, January 2nd, 2010 was still a vacation day for Paula and her boyfriend. They splurged and moved hotels to a place on the beach. There on the Art Deco strip, they befriended a waiter and asked him, what's up?
And he said, well, you know, I'm gonna be at Space, you should go to Space.
Space to the locals, Club Space to out-of-towners, Miami's hottest after-hours club. It's only open one marathon night a week from Saturday at 11 p.m. till Sunday afternoon. So that night, Kevin says, they had a romantic dinner on South Beach where Paula bought this neon blue dress. They slept for a bit, then woke up and got dressed. Paula did her customary 1-hour makeup thing, and at 5:30 a.m., Paula and Kevin cabbed it to Club Space. Lady Gaga, now Club Space. Paula, in her 6-inch heels, sheer blue dress, and waist-length hair, was a head-turner even to an end-of-shift bartender like Raymond Diaz, who sees lots of Miami hotties.
She actually kind of glowed in the dark. She was so blonde and really tan. She had beautiful, I think, blue eyes. Her dress was like a neon blue or green.
Raymond, we're talking
She
about
glowed.
Miami. Girls like that are a dime a dozen, right?
She stood out, you know, tan, beautiful model. I assume she was a model or on television or something.
Paula and Kevin had been dating and living together for a couple of years, and he knew from painful experience what impact his girlfriend would have in a cavernous dance space jammed with single men powered by alcohol. Paula Sladewski was boom shakalaka.
She seems to be the kind of girl who would walk in a room and just take the oxygen right out of it.
Yeah, for sure. She was a knockout. She was a stunner.
Paula danced, flashing her new mini as the fins began circling her. Kevin knew the drill. Run interference on the men salivating for her as best he could. But these guys were making heavy moves on his woman, one in particular.
Then I turn around for a second. He's on her, you know. He's got his hand around her waist, his crotch right up against her, and he's leaning down, kissing. And she's looking over at me, like, kind of like laughing and like whatever. And I'm like, okay, we gotta go.
But Paula, lit up by the attention and the shooter she was downing, had a different idea. She was digging in her stilettos.
And I just grab her around the waist and the forearm. I'm like, come on, baby, it's time to go. Do the boyfriend shuffle with her, kind of thing. She's like, wait a minute, I don't want to go. Bam, bouncers are on me. They must have been watching or something, but they were on me instantly. Bam, 2 guys.
Kevin was being ejected from the club by security. She was staying. She asked him for her credit card, and he gave it to her. Kevin said he wasn't going to reason with her in that haze. So seething, he says he got in a cab, still carrying her cell phone as he always did when they went clubbing, and headed back over the causeway to their hotel room on Miami Beach. As the sun came up that Sunday morning, Kevin Clem crashed without his girlfriend. But if he'd paced about outside that club for only a few more minutes after he was tossed out, he would have seen Paula herself leaving just before 7:30 in the morning. She turned right at the sidewalk and disappeared, as they say, without a trace.